Hello everybody and welcome back to part 2 of Doki Blue Skies. It is currently 1 o'clock in the morning, guys. I am pretty tired, but I really want to continue Doki Blue Skies. Let's hop right in, guys. I was making a poem. So in the first video, I was going down the route for Sayori. I want to go down Sayori's route and get the best possible ending I can get. So let's do this. Sayori, fireflies, that's 1. Promise, that's 2. Summer, no, wrong one. I got 2 so far. 2. Heartbeat, nope, I messed up again. Fireworks, 3. Good job, Lolo. Valentine, nope, I messed up again. Alone, 4. Childhood, 5. Jump, no, oh my gosh. 5. I got it. I'm doing so bad. 5, 6. Imagination, no, I got 6. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Let's go. I got 11 already. That's good. Nope, I got 11. 12, that's really good. Let's do one more. Waterfall. Oh, that was Natsuki. I think I did good. I was a little bit nervous about doing that poem, but I think I did good. We'll find out what happens, guys. Here we go. Just a few days ago, I never would have thought I'd look forward to extracurriculars so much. But here I am, back for another club meeting and anticipating new antics from everybody. The usual scene awaits me as I step into the club room. Hi, Lorenzo. Hello, Sayori. Hey, Sayori. Looks like you're in a good mood today. I'm just still not used to you being in a club, that's all. Is that so? Well, it's nice to see you so cheery. Anyways, what's new? I've got some exciting news. What's up? Did you know that the student store sells the brand new that new brand of strawberry milk now? Oh my gosh, she wants strawberry milk, does she? I saw when I passed by on my way home. Wait here. Guys, note again, it is really late, so I'm a little tired. So if I mess up on the words, I do apologize. So I saw it when I passed by on my way here. I should have known better to expect actual news from Sayori. I don't think I've tried that yet. I don't know, strawberry milk is usually too sweet for me. What? But it goes great with melon bread. Sayori, you could eat a packet of raw sugar and you still say it's not sweet enough. Hey, that's an exaggeration. Seriously though, it goes well with bread. The milk is sweet, but it still has the unique tart strawberry flavor that's eased by the richness of the milk. And when you pair that with fresh bread, the sweetness is spread out even more so that it has just the right amount of flavor. When did you become Gordon? I'm a food expert, so you should trust me on this, okay? I mean, given how many snacks you eat every day, I don't doubt that you know your food well. I'm gonna take that as a compliment, you meanie. So I'm a meanie for giving her a compliment. Anyway, aren't you hungry now? Talking about food always makes me hungry. Now that you mention it, maybe a little. Great, let's go to the student store and buy snacks together then. Now I see what she's playing at. I raise an eyebrows and Sayori notices. Yeah, Lorenzo? Why are you looking at me like that? Well, Sayori, I have a nagging suspicion that... Wait, what? You're only trying to convince me to come because you don't have any money. And you just want me to buy you a snack. What? I would never do that. I would, you know what? Yes, I would definitely go ahead and buy her a snack. Or really, then let's see your purse. Your purse, let's see it. Sayori laughs awkwardly as she pulls out her purse. Sayori opens with it and dumps its contents onto the desk. 2 small coins fall out. Tisk. This little ruse might have actually worked had Sayori not put it on. I mean, numerous times when we were younger. The amount of time she managed to trick me into buying her another ice cream. I guess some things never change. Nice try, Sayori. Not fair, how did you know? Now, wouldn't you like to know? Let's just call it intuition. In response, she sticks her tongue out at me. Typical. Yuri suddenly giggles. Yeah? I didn't notice she was... Wait, what? Eavesdropping. Looking over in her direction, I catch her peeking over the top of a book. I wasn't listening or anything. It was just something in my book. Yuri? Tell Lorenzo to let me borrow some money. That's none of my business, Sayori. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford. It's shameful to manipulate people into doing or buying things for you. Isn't that a little harsh? I'm only messing around with Sayori after all. I didn't mean that. That came out much harsher than I intended. Sorry, she blushes in embarrassment, looking away from us while playing with a strand of her hair. I apologize for how I've been acting lately. It looks like she still might be a bit ashamed of how she acted yesterday. He laughs. You know, it's okay to be honest sometimes. You shouldn't always keep things that bother you to yourself. There's no way you couldn't think of that after. You're right though, I shouldn't trick people into buying me things. Funny how your 10-year-old self didn't see it that way. Yuri let out a small laugh, covering her mouth with her hand. Even the way she laughs is so shy and proper. Is this mischievous behavior something Sayori used to display as a child then? Oh yeah, although back then I fell for it, time and time again. You won't believe how much candy Sayori managed to con me out of. Don't make me to be so sneaky, Lorenzo. Although those candies were so good. I'm surprised, Sayori. Coming from you, I guess there's a little devil inside of us all, isn't there? She just laughs. What's going on here? Oh, it's nothing much. Sayori here was just up to something mischief. Oh, yeah, she tried to trick me into buying her a snack. Hey, that's not true. Monica smiles wearily and turns to me. I'm assuming this isn't the first time. Well, you'd be right. We all share a little chuckle at that. Well, everyone except Sayori does. Hey, you guys are being really mean. Oh, why no? Don't be mean to her. Okay, we're sorry, but you did bring this upon yourself. Yeah, I know. But in my defense, she says, I am really hungry. Well, says Natsuki. Natsuki chimes in. If you're really that hungry, you can have this if you want. She offers up a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Sayori immediately snatches it out of her hand. Thank you. Sayori hugs the cookie. Jeez, just eat it. Sayori rapidly tears open the wrapper and takes a big bite. So good. Sayori suddenly clasps her hands over her mouth. I bit my tongue. Oh my gosh. You're going through a lot over just one cookie. Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie. Yours looks really good too, Natsuki. Can I try it? Jeez, beggars can't be choosers, but yours is chocolate. Yeah, why do you think I gave you that one? Fine. So I'm really happy that you shared this one with me. Sayori gets out of her seat and goes behind Natsuki, then wraps her arms around her. Ah, jeez. I get it. Cookies still in hand, Natsuki reaches up to nudge Sayori off of her. Sayori suddenly leans down and takes a bite out of Natsuki's cookie. Yo, this happened in the original game. What? Hey, did you seriously just do that? Mouthful, Sayori. Wait, what? That's a way to safety. Yuri, Monica, and I laugh as well. Jeez, you're such a kid sometimes. Monica, can you tell Sayori to quit taking my stuff? Sayori, you know you shouldn't do something like that without permission. Monica scolds Sayori. I know, I'm sorry, Natsuki, but it was so good. Hey, everyone but Natsuki chuckles. These things happen a lot, Monica? A little bit too much, to be honest. Don't worry, it's all in good fun. Good fun is teasing each other from time to time, not stealing food. Oh, calm down, it's no big deal. Natsuki pouts in her seat. Everyone calms down and quickly returns to their normal activities. Sayori has already managed to finish the entire cookie. Meanwhile, Natsuki gets up and heads for the closet, and Yuri already lost in her book. Lorenzo. Me? She suddenly comes up to me. I need to get some stuff from another classroom. Can you come with me? Stuff? What stuff? Well, you know, how the festival is right around the corner. Monica was gonna make some posters to advertise it, so we need to get some crayons and markers, glue, sticks, that kind of stuff. All right. Yeah, I'll come with you. Yay! We'll be back real soon, Monica. You seem quite excited about this, Sayori. Of course, it's so much fun exploring empty classrooms. Isn't that right, Lorenzo? That is true, though. That is true. I used to do that, like in high school. Monica laughs and nods at us. Okay, just don't forget the poster paper. I won't. Ready, Lorenzo? Let's go. Sayori and I exit the club room. I follow behind as she hums and skips around the hallway. Honestly, it feels like I'm taking a kid to the mall or something. No, she's so cute. Wait, where's Sayori at? Let me go get her. Where's she at? Alright. Sayori finds pleasure in the simplest things sometimes. Everything is like an adventure to her. Hey, Sayori. What exactly are we doing for the festival anyway? I'm not sure how you would make an event out of literature. Monica and I have it all planned out. Don't you worry. Is that so? Yep. We're gonna do a poetry performance. Okay. A performance? Of what kind? Well, everyone is gonna take turns on stage and recite their favorite poems. That sounds, well, not exactly boring, but will people be that interested? Lorenzo, you're not thinking about it the right way at all. It's not just about reading poems, it's about performing them. Like you say the lines of the poem, like, between my feet, the last remaining flower beckons to me. I twist the stem, freeing it from its clinging roots, caressing the final joyous moments between my fingers. But that's what ends. Have I summoned this joy? From now when I look in every direction, the once prosperous field before me. It's but a barren wasteland. Her face like that. Wow, Sayori. I had no idea you had that in you. Huh? What do you mean? I've just never heard you talk like that before. No, it's not a bad thing. It was really good. It was just a big contrast from your bubbly self. I'm sure Yuri or Monica would really appreciate it too. I've been working super hard on that poem, so it's good to know you liked it. I did actually. I'm excited for the festival. Not just because we'll get to eat loads of stuff like Natsuki said. Hey, meanie. No, not just because of that, although that is part of it. Hey, Lorenzo, this classroom here is empty. Okay, I think we'll find what we need in here. Let's start our mission. Strange choice of words for someone going into a classroom to get art supplies, but hey, that's Sayori in a nutshell, living in her own little world. Her childlike enthusiasm is infectious and brings about a special feeling I forgot I had in me. Some kind of innocent sense of wonder, where even the most mundane task or quest in walking down the classroom is a magical journey. The two of us enter the classroom. Sayori heads straight to the closet and I follow. Let's see what we have in here. Crayons. Sayori pulls a box full of crayons off the shelf. They're the best brand too. They're kind of dirty though. Sayori starts pulling various crayons out of the box, reading the color names. That's one down. Don't get distracted. We still need to find... Wait, I'm looking for my favorite color. Fine. Can you move over so that I can look for the poster paper? I dropped one by accident. Oh my gosh. Sayori bends over and smacks her forehead right into the shelf. She falls to the floor and the crayons spill all over her lap. Ow. Sayori, daijoubu. My forehead. Sayori clutches her forehead. What happened? Did you cut it? Is it bruised or... No, nothing like that. I think I just bumped it. Geez, Sayori, you really had me worried for a second there. I can't help but let out a chuckle. This is such a typical thing that to happen to Sayori. It's almost like she's got clumsy written across her forehead. Oh, she looks so sad. Which, fittingly enough, is where she's hurt herself. Hey, why are you laughing, you meanie? Sorry, I'm not laughing at you or anything. It's just, this is so typical of you. What's that meant to mean? Nothing. Let me see your forehead. Since Sayori's sitting on the floor, I grab her by the waist and pull her out of the closet. You have to move your hands, Sayori. But it hurts. Oh, the poor girl. She looks so cute. I'll be gentle, I promise. It won't hurt. Wait a second. This is the scene. I think I got the poem right. Because this is like supposed to happen. Oh, Sayori! Sayori slowly releases her hand from her forehead. I gently brush her bangs to the side. Ow. Sorry. There's a huge red mark on the center of her forehead. A bump is starting to form as well. Oh, don't worry. It's not that bad, but it really hurts. Her whimpering triggers a really strong protective instinct, and I didn't know I had. Hey, I'll get you some ice. It'll keep the swelling down, and it should relieve a bit of the pain. Just stay here, okay? I'll be back soon. Wait, I'll be back as soon as I can. Actually, where would I find some ice? Think, Lorenzo, think. I got it. A cold drink should do the trick. Are you sure? You don't have to. I think I made a a great unicorn. Oh my gosh. Even wincing from the pain, Sayori makes a silly joke. I'm sure you make a great unicorn, but I think I prefer you as a human. Oh, unicorns are so cool though. Anyway, I'll be right back, okay? Okay. I pat Sayori on the shoulder and run out into the hallway. I locate the nearest vending machine. What should I get? I guess it doesn't really matter because she won't be drinking it. But I know Sayori likes apple juice, so I purchased that one. In just a moment, I'm already returning to the classroom where I left Sayori. She has one palm on her forehead and is just using the other hand to clumsily scoop crayons back into the box. Oh, I'm gonna cry. This song. At least they were already in the wrong spots before I spilled them. Here you go. I hand Sayori the bottle of apple juice. It's nice and cold. Sayori opened the cap. Wait, what? Sayori opens the cap and starts drinking from it. Sayori, what are you doing? It's for your forehead, idiot. Ah, sorry, I forgot. How hard did you hit your head? Sayori places the bottle against the bump on her head. Immediately her laughter subsides, replaced by a gasp of pain. It stings. I know, I'm sorry. It'll feel better soon though, I promise. Aww. Looks like you cleaned up most of the crayons. That's good. Hey Lorenzo, this kind of reminds you of growing up, doesn't it? What do you mean? You know how we used to play outside all the time? I would always try to keep up with you. You were kind of oblivious in some ways. Like, I usually fell behind or had trouble climbing on the things you did. But sometimes when I tried to do things I couldn't, I would get myself hurt. I'd fall and scrape myself or get a bump, and I would start crying really hard. And you would rush over as quick as you could. You would try really hard to get me to stop crying. Aww. It was almost like you blamed yourself and you were afraid of getting in trouble if someone found out. Even though it really wasn't your fault at all, you know? Oh, I remember those days. You were always so clumsy. And I guess not much has changed. Hey, I did this deliberately, you know? I raised an eyebrow. I've always wanted to be a unicorn. That has to be perhaps the least believable excuse I've heard in a while. Okay, Age. I guess I've never really been on that graceful side. I did always feel bad whenever you got hurt when we played together. Looking back, I should have been more mindful of what you could and couldn't do. I guess it's the same here. If I hadn't rushed you out of the closet, you probably wouldn't have hurt yourself. My mother was right. She's scolded me after you got hurt, always telling me I had to be more careful around you. Lorenzo, don't feel bad about it. It's my own fault for being so clumsy. Besides, even if I got hurt, those times are still my favorite memories of us. It also made me realize how thoughtful you are. Huh? I wasn't thoughtful at all. I just got you hurt. No, that's not what I meant. You're always looking out for me. Even after all those years, you always rush to help me. No matter what the situation, you're always there to reassure me and make me feel safe. I don't really do this kind of thing all the time. It's just around you, it feels natural, I guess. I just do it subconsciously. Before I even know it, I'm treating you like that. I guess it's what happens when you've been friends for so long. I don't know if I've told you this before, but I'm really grateful we're friends, Lorenzo. I'll admit, I kind of miss you over the years. We used to hang out a lot. I was surprised when you approached me the other day. I wasn't really sure what to make of it all at first. But as we got to hang out in the club, share poems, and walk home, I realized that nothing had really changed. Do you think we'll be like this forever, Lorenzo? As much as I want to say yes, there's no telling how life will be for us during college or even afterwards. Still, I can be positive though. I sure hope so, Sayori. It's been this long already, right? I can't imagine you ever changing, so my hopes are up. We haven't really talked in years, and when we do, it's just like nothing really changed. I think I read somewhere that that's a sign of friendship that's built to last. So here's hoping. I hope so too. I'm so happy. Sayori has a whimsical expression in her eye. We remained silent for a moment. Who'd have guessed that such a simple action to get some crayons would have resulted in such a heartfelt moment? Then again, with Sayori, it's impossible to tell. Anyways, I guess we should go back. I don't want to worry Monica, you know? Good luck with that. She's gonna see your forehead either way. Not if I hide it under my bangs. Sayori hops to her feet. Ah! She clutches her forehead again. Sayori, don't stand up so fast after hurting yourself. Oh, sorry. Well, I guess it's too late now. Anyway, let's go. I follow Sayori out of the classroom. Okay. Sayori plays with her bangs to try to hide the bump without much success. In a moment, we make it back to the classroom. Ah, you're back. Good timing. I was just about ready to start sharing our poems. Okay, Sayori, your forehead. I was playing with the crayons and smacked my forehead into the shelf. She just goes for it straight up. Are you okay, Sayori? Yeah, I'm fine. Lorenzo got me a nice cold drink. Right, okay. Glad you're okay, Sayori. Did you get everything we needed? Uh-huh, I have it right. Sayori, what? Yeah, I'm gonna go down here right now. Main cam. Right here. Okay. Sayori frantically glances around herself. What does she say? I forgot all of the stuff. Calm down, Sayori. I have it all right here. I found the poster paper too. Sounds like you ended up doing all the work, Lorenzo. Oh well, Sayori. Uh-oh. I thought I'd come up with an excuse for Sayori. Excuse me. I made it an adventure. Yeah, that's... Oh, okay. In any case, good work. I'll start working on the posters tonight. Thanks, you two. Okay, everyone. Are you ready to share your poems? Guess I should grab mine. After making sure the crayon box is closed tightly, I return to my seat. Okay. Who should I show my poem to first? Sayori, again. He's looking at me. Lorenzo, your poems are seriously amazing. I can't believe you never told me how good a poet you were. Huh? Sayori, I'm really not that great. You're the only one who likes my poems this much. Really? I guess I'll be honest with you. I find it easier to write poems when I'm thinking about our memories together. Eh? Really? That was a bit strange, doesn't it? I nervously laughed, noticing the blush that crept up on Sayori's cheeks. I don't know. I feel like my life's kind of boring. Like, whatever happens in it, just literally that. Whereas with you, well, whenever I look back on our memories, everything seems to be such an adventure whenever you were around. Like when we kept exploring in the forest near our house ages ago, it made it seem like it was an exciting adventure, kind of like we were both archaeologists or something. Whereas if I went there myself, I just think I was going for a stroll in a forest. I glance over at Sayori. She has a faraway look on her face, wearing a wistful smile. Yeah, I remember that. I was convinced that there were spooky witch trolls out there. That's exactly what I mean. You got such a vivid imagination, and I guess I can tap into that imagination whenever I'm thinking about you. We have this sort of connection. Yeah, I guess that's what I'm trying to say. And it's still there, even after all these years. I think I sort of understand what you mean. Can I ask a favor of you, Lorenzo? What's up? Can I, keep this poem? This is, the first time you've written something for me. Sorry. I don't mean to be rude or anything, but I didn't write it for you. But okay, you can keep it. I still don't think my poetry skills are anything special. I can have it? Yay! Thank you! Hold on, Sayori. Not everyone has read my poem yet, so I think it'll be unfair to give you my poem right now. Oh, that's true. I should have thought of the others first. It's fine. I get that you're just excited. I'll give it to you later, okay? Okay. Anyway, I still need to read yours. Oh, I totally forgot. It's nowhere near as good as yours, though. I'm sure I'll like it. Photos. Okay, I pop off my scalp like the lid of a cookie jar. It's the secret place where I keep all my dreams. Little balls of sunshine, all rubbing together like a bundle of kittens. I reach inside with my thumb and forefinger and pluck one out. It's warm and tingly, but there's no time to waste. I put it in a bottle to keep it safe. Okay, I put the bottle on the shelf with all of the other bottles. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in bottles, all in a row. My collection makes me lots of friends. Each bottle a starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friends feel a certain way. Down comes a bottle to save the day. Night after night, more dreams. Friend after friend, more bottles. Deeper and deeper my fingers go, like exploring a dark cave, discovering the secrets hiding in the nooks and crannies. Is that correct? Dingling and dingling, scraping and scraping. I blow dust off my bottle caps. It doesn't feel like the time elapsed. My empty shelf could use some more. My friends look through my locked front door. Finally, all done. I open up, and in comes my friends. In they come in such a hurry. Do they want my bottles that much? I frantically pull them from the shelf, one after the other, holding them out to each and every friend, each and every bottle. But every time I let one go, it shatters against the tile between my feet. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts, and shards all over the floor. They were supposed to be for my friends who aren't smiling. They're all shouting, pleading, something, but all I hear is echo, 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 echo inside my head. Wow, Sayori, I didn't expect this at all. Did you really write this? Of course I did. Remember, I said I'd write the best poem ever yesterday. Well, here it is. After all, Monica has taught me a lot. And I've been really in touch with my feelings recently. So that's what this poem's about. I suppose that much was obvious. Unlike Yuri or Monica's poems, Sayori's are relatively simple to figure out. So if I've interpreted this correctly, you're basically doing everything you can to keep your friends happy. Yeah, you got it. I really enjoy writing this one, just getting your thoughts out onto paper and turning them into a poem. It's like magic. Well, I think it's amazing. You should really be proud. You should be really proud of it. I'm dyslexic, guys. Ah, thank you, Lorenzo. That means a lot. I didn't think it was that good, though. No, it's great. Seriously. I can't help but notice that the latter half of the poem isn't quite as cheery. In fact, it's somewhat alarming, a very dark contrast from the cheerlessness I'm used to with Sayori. Although maybe I'm looking into this a little too much, but the end of the poem is pretty dark. And he said you've been in touch with your feelings recently, so I'm checking. Is everything okay? Of course, silly. I know what happens in the real game. I forgot to tell you, I really like writing about bittersweet stuff. Stuff that isn't just happy or just sad, a mixture of the two. And this poem shows what I mean. It's just my writing style. Okay, that makes sense, I guess. Well, either way, I'm glad you're enjoying writing so much. I hope you keep it up. Good to have a hobby, of course, and hopefully you'll also stick with it. I look forward to seeing all the poems you write in the future. Well, no guarantees there, but just from seeing the passion in Sayori's eyes, it's hard to be pessimistic. Alright, go down the list. Natsuki! Hey. What do we got? Well, not bad, but not good. Honestly, it's just like my first poem. Yeah, I did kind of try to write it like my first one. Although I did attempt to make it a little bit better. Well, mission accomplished, I guess. Still same things as last time. Try to make it more creative. It's just kind of bland as it is. Note it. Oh yeah, I should probably show you mine. Here. The music. I don't get it. I don't get why people will hate on good rhymes. They act like it's dumb and a waste of their time. I don't diss their free verse or deep subjects types, but dark all you want. Just keep in your gripes. Oh sure, you can tell me if you have a problem. Just keep it constructive and things will be awesome. I like you to know that our readers will differ. There is no best style, you smug old glue sniffer. My poems may be simple and often straightforward, but charm can be found in such whimsy and order. Not all poems can be as complex as you'd like. If you think to otherwise, you can go take a hike. What about kids or the elderly too? Some read for fun, I guess, unlike you. Let us just go and enjoy what is written. You won't like it all, that much is a given. But give things a chance, you might find something nice. Just open your mind, and that will suffice. So what do you think? I mean, it's well written at least. I'm not sure how I should confront Natsuki about this. But to say that she still holds a grudge from yesterday would have been an understatement. God forbid Yuri sees this poem. Well, that's a given. But yeah, you can say that I was inspired. It really felt good to pound out these lines. Poetry's an amazing emotional outlet, you know? Anyway, I can't wait to show Yuri this poem. Wait, hold on. What? Natsuki, do you really think that showing her this poem is a good idea? You're really going at her throat with this. Don't you think that you should work out your issues with her? Yeah, well, she never tries to see things my way. So why should I? I think that there's what? I think that that's the wrong way to go about this. Relationships are a two-way street. Both people have to work to make things right. Why don't you try being the bigger person and just talk to her first? But I already know that she's not going to try. She's just always so preoccupied with looking complicated and smart. It's clear to me that she doesn't care if anyone can understand her, including me. You can't understand her if you don't even try. She might speak using a more complex vocabulary, and she may have mannerisms that seem strange to you. But from what I've seen of the both of you, she's more similar to you than you might think. Okay, that's Aren't you judging a book by its cover right now? Erk. Well, whatever. Can't hold this grudge forever, you know. At least think of Monica and Sayori. Fine. I won't show you my poem. Are you happy? I won't be happy until you try to talk to her. She's not gonna bite, Natsuki. Ugh. Alright, I get it. I'll try to talk to her sometime. Thanks. You're gonna do the club proud. Shut up. Oh my gosh, man, now I have to hide this poem away. I work really hard on it, you know. You could easily turn that energy away towards more positive things though, right? I guess so. Yeah, I'm just frustrated that my poem's message missed the mark this time. You should always try to make something that people can take a message away from. Remember that. Anyway, I'm gonna write a good one tomorrow, so you just wait. Okay, continuing with Yuri. Oh gosh, her poem. I'm sorry if I've offended you. Wait, I said that Sayori's writing style wasn't the best, but it seems that you prefer that style to mine. So anyway, I was saying that your writing style is bad as well. I was saying that your writing style is bad as well. Yuri, that's a bit of a leap. I hope you can forgive me, Yuri. It's okay for you to have an opinion. That doesn't make you evil. I should have known this would happen. If I try to prepare my words, I just sound awkward and weird. But if I try to speak my mind, I come off as unfiltered and people dislike me anyway. So please don't force yourself to be around me. I know this is what Monica wants, but it's clear that you'd be happy if you spent more time around the others. Yuri, please. You don't have to pity me, it's okay. Besides, I have my books with me. They'll never abandon me or leave me alone. They're all I've ever needed anyway. Yuri shows me a plaintive smile before turning around and heading back to her own desk. I really didn't mean to upset her, but no matter what I say, she won't listen to me. She really seems to think I hate her, although that couldn't be further from the truth. I said to myself, all I can do is accept that that's how she is. If she actually wants to be alone, I have to respect the request and leave her be. Ooh, I'm a little worried for you because I like all the girls. I don't know. Okay, Monica. Hi again, Lorenzo. I'm trusting that that the club's been doing you well. Same answer as yesterday. That's nice to hear. So how's the writing going? Alright, I guess. Just alright, No, I guess I should try. Wait, I should say that it's. Wait, what? We volutinized. Revolutionize. I'm done. No, I guess I should say that it's revolutionized my world and brought color into my previously lifeless life. Well, I say that, but the club, if not the poetry, really has made my day more interesting. Okay. Can it with the sarcasm, mister? Oh, I didn't know she was. At least you're not hating it though, right? No, it's been an interesting experience at least. Give me a new hobby to do. Yeah, it gives me one. I'm happy that you're applying yourself at least. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece. I wouldn't count on that. You never know. Want to share what you wrote for today? Sure, here you go. I give my poem to Monica. She reads it. Oh, wait, this is her poem. Okay. Pressurize, I float there in vast hollow emptiness, large but small, grandiose and overwhelming, yet a dust mote, drifting but meandering, carried along an endless void. But then I realize, my eyes open, bloodshot, my mouth open, gasping for breath in this crushing, suppressing, restraining, boundless, everlasting, suffocating vacuum of torment. Atmosphere, Pascal Tor, screaming with no mouth, touching, restraining, unrelenting, clawing with no nails. What? Disintegrating in a suffocating poem of absence? What is this about? It's even more abstract than your last one. Really? Freeform 2, if that's what you call it. I guess it's just the way I write. I'm sorry if you don't like it. No, I never said that. It's just a kind of thing I never really seen before, I guess. The other girls don't do this stuff nearly as much as you, at least. Yeah, you can say that they're a bit more traditional when it comes to their structure. But I kind of like playing with my space on the paper. Choosing where and how to space your words can totally change the mood of the poem. It's almost like magic. The way I write the lines really short makes it feel like they're trying to speak over the noise. It fragments everything and leaves a dissonant tone with the reader. I see. I guess that there's a lot of things you can do with poetry. Definitely poetry is very much an art form. You're meant to craft poems using never before seen combinations of words to interpret the world around you. Interpret. Okay. You really do love poetry, do you? Maybe you should write a poem about poetry someday. That's not a bad idea. Anyway, it's still hard for me to tell what your poem's about. Sometimes asking what a poem is about isn't the right question. A poem can be abstract as a physical expression of a feeling, or a conversation with the reader. So putting it in that way, not every poem is about something. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Are you ever too shy to share your writing because you're afraid it's not that good? Now, we've all had to experience that at this point with the poetry discussions and all, but it can be really disheartening to get a lukewarm response to something you put so much into. If you find other people who enjoy writing though, then sharing becomes a lot easier, because instead of just telling you that your writing is good or okay or bad, they want to focus more on everything that went into it and the things you can work on. It's much more encouraging that way, and it will make you want to continue improving. Yeah, it definitely is more helpful getting real criticism and feedback rather than just empty words. I guess I've really hit the mother load with the literature club. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Okay, everyone. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? Actually, Natsuki and I haven't shared yet. I can feel a storm coming on. Oh my gosh. Yuri hesitantly approaches Natsuki, who isn't meeting her eyes, and considering Natsuki's poem for today, it's no wonder that she doesn't want to share with Yuri. Judging by Monica and Sayori's anxious expressions, they seem to be thinking along the same lines as I am. Ooh. I can practically see Natsuki sweating pinballs. Meanwhile, Yuri appears to be blissfully unaware of the situation. Ugh. I'd convinced Natsuki to reconcile with Yuri, but if she sees Natsuki's poem, well, it's all over. So Natsuki, if I may, how about we do tomorrow instead? I'm not feeling well. It's my time of the month. I can practically see Monica internally facepalming. Natsuki must have forgotten that the club isn't all girls anymore. Oh, is that so? I'm sorry, you must feel absolutely terribly if you can't even share your poem today. You don't need to apologize, it's not your fault. I can definitely share tomorrow. Well, even if you aren't well enough to share your own poem, would you like to see mine? I wrote in thinking of our argument the other day. Okay, I suppose that I wanted to show you that I'm more open-minded than I may have appeared. As a way of repenting. I know that it's not much, but hopefully this can contribute to a reconciliation between us. Although, okay, we may have our disagreements, I would like to consider you a friend, and friends forgive each other. I'm sorry if that were what presumptuous of me to say. No, it's not presumptuous of you to say that, because I like to consider you a friend too. So you can hand over that poem then. With a shy smile, Yuri hands a sheet of paper in her hands over to Natsuki. As Natsuki reads the poem, her eyes widen. You're writing using rhymes and stuff like me? You could say that you convinced me to practice adding more lyricism to my poetry. Natsuki looks like she's speechless for once. Thanks, Yuri, it's awesome. There's really no need to thank me. Well, I'm really glad that I got to know you. And I'll definitely have something that'll knock your socks off tomorrow. And I'll be looking forward to it. I do hope that you feel better tomorrow as well, so you could share your work with me then. Yeah, of course. Okay, what a save, what a save. I hope that was a crisis and a half avoided. I'm really glad that Natsuki and Yuri worked things out, and it seemed that Monika and Sayori feel the same way. Okay, I'm good. That makes me feel like at peace a little bit. It's good to see everyone getting along. Now that we are done sharing though, I have something to discuss with you all, says Monika. There's a great opportunity for expanding the clubs that's coming up. What? Is this about the festival? You could say that. Oh, do we really have to do something? That's only in a few days, so it's not like we'll be able to come up with anything good. That's something I'm concerned about as well. With such a little time left to prepare, I doubt we'll be able to put put together anything good enough to attract new members. Yeah, we'll just end up embarrassing ourselves. Don't worry so much, we're going to keep it simple, okay? Nothing more than a few decorations. I can design some pamphlets to hand out at the event, and Sayori made posters to put up around the school. That's great and all, but that doesn't tell us what we're actually going to be doing for the event. Sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. We're going to put on a poetry performance. That's nice. I like that. Monika? Everyone's going to choose one poem to recite out loud. It doesn't have to be written by you, as long as you put your heart into the recitation. Although, of course, it would be great if you could show off your own work. And the cool part is, we're also going to let anyone else come up and recite their poems too. Yeah, I put a thing on the posters that says bring your own poems. Was this part of the regular game, or was this something new? Have I forgotten? Huh, it's gonna be so cool. Sayori pulls a poster out of her bag, holds it up for us to see. Are you kidding me, Monika? Don't tell me you started putting these posters up already. Oh, well, I did. Do you really think it's that bad of an idea? Well, you didn't even ask us before you started advertising. We never agreed to stand up in front of a bunch of random people and perform our poems. I agree with Natsuki. I could never in my life do something like that. Imagining it, Yuri shakes her head in fear. Guys, yeah, let's please calm down and take a moment to think about it. I understand that you two haven't had much experience sharing your poems out loud. In fact, we all haven't done that much, but I still think we should try our best. Look around. Monika's motions to all of us. We're all here because we have passion for literature and this club. Don't you want to share that passion with other people to inspire them to pursue their inner writer? Yeah. It's all about exploring yourself and trying new things, all while having fun. Monika and I nod our heads in agreement. Natsuki and Yuri, on the other hand, remain silent. Guess that means it's my turn to say something. I mean, I don't think it's that much to ask. As Monika said, we're all here because we care about the club and want to see it flourish. And if that means is a 2-minute poetry performance, then I think we can manage. Sayori and Monika's face light up as I finish speaking. Hey, it isn't like we don't care about the club. It's just, do we really have to perform? You know how hard it is to get new members? It's because people are just narrow-minded jerks. They don't even give literature a chance. Who's to say festivals will be any different? Okay. I'm inclined to agree with Natsuki. I'm sorry, Monika. I know how much you want to do this, but I just can't imagine performing in front of a crowd of strangers. Or at least Yuri and Natsuki have proven they can agree on something. Monika sighs, her eyes closed as she rubs her temples. Look, guys, I know you're anxious. I understand that. I really do. To be honest with you, I'm a little bit nervous myself. After all, it's my club, so people are going to judge me the most if our performance doesn't go well. Natsuki, If it makes you feel any better, a few of my friends will be coming along. They're lovely people. They won't judge you for your taste. I've known them for a few years, trust me. Natsuki huffs, turning away. She doesn't look particularly convinced. And Yuri, I know it's a scary thought, but I've thought of a way to ease you into. Why don't we start by practicing our poems to each other in the club? Okay, so we're gonna recite our poems. No way! Monika, this is too sudden. Well, if you can't recite your poems in front of the club, how do you expect to do it in front of strangers? But... Monika, there's just gotta be something else we can do. Yuri nods, what? At Natsuki's words, anxiety written all over her face. But guys, no Sayori, it's okay. If you guys really think we can do better than a poetry performance, then I'll gladly go along with an alternative. So, any ideas? An awkward silence fills the room. Okay, we all glance at each other anxiously before Sayori finally speaks up. Ooh, we could. Sayori stops and thinks to herself for a moment. Wait, no, never mind. That wouldn't work. Once again, the room falls silent. Well then, I guess we can't come up with something different after all, Monika laughs, attempting to ease the tension in the room. I know you guys might not be the most on board with this idea, but I think it's our best option. Please guys, please, can you stop pressuring us? I'm honestly surprised Natsuki putting up such a resistance. I knew she was a little hot-headed, but even still... Okay, I'm not pressuring you, Natsuki. Both of them have raised their voice. Yuri looks a little startled, and Sayori looks anxious to intervene. Guys, please, there's no need to get angry. Can't we just discuss this normally? Monika reflects to Sayori's words, looking a little ashamed of her outburst. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to raise my voice. This festival is important to me, that's all. Ever since I created this club, I've always wanted to show other people. Natsuki, Yuri, I imagine you were both a little apprehensive when Lorenzo joined, right? After all, he was an unfamiliar face. She smiles warmly at me. But look, he's integrating it really well. He's made the effort to get to know us and our individual writing styles. She turns to Yuri, and Yuri, remember at the start when he asked you for a book recommendation? Yuri nods and Monika shoots her a knowing smile. Must have been lovely being able to share a book you're so passionate about with a new person, right? Yes, it was enjoyable discussing it with you, Lorenzo. Yeah, likewise. It isn't something I normally read, so without you, it wouldn't gone by unnoticed. Okay, see guys, maybe we'll find more people who are just as into horror, Yuri. More like-minded people. Now come on, tell me this isn't an appealing idea. Yes, of course, but really my biggest issue is with the actual performance aspect of the festival. Well, like I said, I know it's a scary thought performing in front of a bunch of strangers, but trust me when I say I have a full faith in all of you. Your poems are amazing, guys. I just know people will love them. It's almost criminal not to show them off. So, what do you think, guys? For me? For us? Fine. I still don't think this is a good idea, but fine, I'll do it. Just stop guilt tripping us. Phew. Thanks, Natsuki. And you, Yuri? Yuri nervously glances at each of our expectant faces. But Monika, what if people start being inconsiderable and disturb us or laugh? I'm not surprised Yuri's worried about this. Don't worry, if anyone steps out of the line, I'll put a swift stop to that. Okay, alright. Ooh. She has a stern glint in her eye, and I have to repress a shiver. I'm glad she's with us. Yuri looks somewhat relieved, but it's clear she's still worried. She swallows and nods. I suppose I don't really have a choice, do I? I shake my head. Okay, I'll do it. That's everyone. You're the best, Yuri. This club is seriously going to be the death of me. I know you'll do great, Yuri. Just trust me. But anyway, let's move back onto the main event. While we have time, I want each of you to choose a poem of yours to practice reciting in front of each other. Yuri and Natsuki exchange uneasy glances, but don't say anything. Don't worry, I'll go first so everyone feels a little more comfortable. Can I go next? Oh, of course. Now let's see. Monika flips through her notebook, searching for a specific poem. Here we are. The title of the poem is The Way They Fly. Ahem. She begins to recite her poem. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. Her eyes move across the page and sync with her lips. Every word has the perfect amount of emotion put behind it, making the poem almost come to life. Her inflection is extraordinary. I'm impressed, and judging by a quick glance around me, so is everyone else. Sayori looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face that I don't understand. Even Natsuki one's sour attitude is replaced by awe. Finally, Monica finishes the recitation. Okay. The four of us applaud. Monica takes a breath and smiles. That was so good, Monica. Thank you very much. I was just hoping to set a good example. Are you ready to go next, Sayori? Yep. Sayori jumps from her chair and takes Monica's place at the front of the room. This poem is called how how did you do it so easily, Monica? Well, try to imagine you're alone, like you're reciting it to yourself. It's your poem, so it'll come out best that way. Okay, I think I get it. Sayori nods to herself. Anyway, this poem's called My Meadow. Sayori begins reciting her poem. It seems as if her soft voice is a perfect match. As for the poem itself, it has a similar tone when compared to her other ones. It's peaceful, yet sombre at the same time. Bittersweet, you could call it. Hearing the poem in Sayori's voice almost gives it an entirely new meaning. I think this is what Sayori means when she says she likes my poems. It's like seeing a whole new side of someone you thought you knew completely. Sayori finishes, and we all applaud. Good job, Sayori. I did it! Yep, good job. When I say it like that, yep, good job. Sayori beams as she walks back to her seat. So, who'd like to go next? Natsuki, Yuri, and I look at each other nervously. I open my mouth and Yuri beats me to the punch. I'll go. Nice. Thanks for showing initiative, Yuri. Yes. Yuri rushes over to the podium, clutching a sheet of paper in her hands. This poem is called Yuri Freezes as she looks up at us. You can do it, Yuri. It's called After Image of a Crimson Eye. Yuri begins to recite her poem. Her voice is shaky at first, but the more she reads, the more confident she becomes. It's similar to what happens when she gets absorbed in her books. The shy and apprehensive Yuri I'm used to is replaced by a fierce and confident woman. The poem itself is like amazing in structure with twists and turns every line, but Yuri is unfazed and in what? Anyone insights? I don't know how to pronounce that. Each word with perfect timing. This must be a rare glimpse into the whirling fire Yuri keeps concealed inside her head. Suddenly she's finished. Everyone is stunned. Yuri snaps back into reality and glances around her as if she bewildered even herself. Monica, the first to start applauding. Sheepishly, I follow along and soon the club is filled with the sound of applause. Yuri ducks her hand in embarrassment and shy smile creeping over her face. Yuri, that was really good. Like I said, you don't have anything to worry about. Like, she's just smiling. Thank you for sharing. Thanks. I guess Yuri's done for the day. So, who'd like to go next? Natsuki? Why should I go before Lorenzo? It's not like I can compare to you guys anyway. Might as well let Lorenzo lower everyone's standards before I go. Natsuki? Monica hastens to chastise her, shooting me with a sympathizing look. That was kind of rude, don't you think? You should apologize to Lorenzo. Natsuki's face turns red as the girls all turn to look at her. I decide to spare Natsuki from the embarrassment. Hey, it's really no big deal. I'll end up going at some point anyway. Might as well do it now. Thing is, I don't have much of a selection to choose from. I'll just have to go with what I wrote for today. I stand up and step in front of the podium. Everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel terribly awkward. I take a deep breath. In my head, I repeat to myself the advice Monica gave to Sayori. Try to imagine you're alone, like you're reciting it to yourself, alone. My house is the first thing that comes to my mind when I think of being alone. The scene rapidly develops in my head like I'm recalling a recent memory. I'm sitting alone at my desk. The dim light hanging from the ceiling gives a warmth to the room. In front of me is the poem I had just finished, the ink from my pen still fresh on the page. I pick up the notebook and begin reciting it loud. While I'm not the most confident in it, I still try to put energy into it. I can almost hear my voice echoing off my bedroom walls. As I finish, the sound of applause pulls me out of my daydream. I'm back into the club room, standing at the podium while the girls politely applaud my performance. That was good, Lorenzo. I guess. Don't be so hard on yourself. I don't think it's your writing abilities, but rather your lack of confidence that weighs you down. That's something that'll improve over time, though, so don't worry. Yeah, okay. Thanks. Alright then. That just leaves you, Natsuki. Yeah, I'm going. As she says this, Natsuki, gets out of her seat and makes her way to the podium. I don't like big words, that's why I just skipped them. The poem is called. Now stop looking at me. But you're presenting. You don't have to stare straight into my soul, though. She takes a moment to compose herself. Anyway, the poem is called Jump. She takes a breath while her voice is unenthusiastic. The poem has a surprising amount of energy to it. The rhymes tie into each seamlessly, creating a flow that moves the poem along at a brisk pace. The words seem to bounce up and down with the rhythm, seemingly making the poem come to life. It's Natsuki's signature style, and it works exceptionally when read aloud. Okay. She quickly finishes and huffs as she makes her way back to her seat while we applaud her. That wasn't so bad, was it? She stares at the poem blankly for a second before replying. Easy for you to say. You better not make me do that again. Well, that's where we're gonna be doing at the festival, so, oof. Do you at least feel confident enough to do it in front of a crowd? I guess, not like there's any other choice, and I guess it'll be easier doing it in front of other people. I can just put on whatever face I want with strangers. I don't care about what they think of me. But when it's just my friends, it's just embarrassing. But I still hate the idea that we have to perform. She mutters the last sentence under her breath. The others probably didn't even hear it. I knew Natsuki was stubborn, but this was a whole other level. However, it does look like she's going along with the idea of performing for the festival, or at least for now, since she's basically outvoted and can't come up with another idea anyway. Really? That's a surprise. For me, it's the other way around. Having all those people looking at you, judging you. I don't like to think about it. Okay, Yuri says I can relate to that. Yuri murmurs quietly. The thought that so many eyes are observing your every move all at once. She throws off, shaking her head. Well, that's just how it is, so. Natsuki sighs in frustration. Well, I guess in that case, you won't have to worry much about the festival. Speaking of which, I want to thank all of you for performing. It might be difficult, but now that we have a general idea of what it'll be like, we'll be able to prepare ourselves. Make sure you pick out a poem and show it to me by tomorrow, okay? I'll need to know so I can make the pamphlets over the weekend. I should probably find a different poem to recite. I know you prefer it if we use our own poetry, but I'm probably going to pick a poem from a poet I like or something. Okay. Am I gonna have to recite it though? I am, right? Excuse me. Whatever makes you feel comfortable, Lorenzo. I'm already pleasantly surprised that you're putting all this effort into the club. Low expectations, huh? More like an effort put in makes me happy in general. Monica smiles at me, and then she turns to smile to everyone else. That goes for everyone here. Thanks for going along with these last-minute plans. Anyway, I think that's about does it for today. Let's still try and write poems for tomorrow, okay? I know the festival's coming up, but it's been working out nicely the past few days, and I'd like to continue. Tomorrow we'll finalize who's doing what for the festival, and then we'll have the weekend to prepare. Remember, we have till Monday. It'll be so much fun, I can't wait. We all stand up, packing away our things. However, Monica's voice stops us, and you guys... She pauses, twirling a strand of her hair in her hand. This club truly does mean so much to me, and I really appreciate what you're willing to do for it. You guys are the best. In typical fashion, Natsuki just rolls her eyes. Yuri smiles timidly when Sayori wears a hearty smile. Let's just get it over with. I hope we don't regret this. That's okay, Monica. Wait, that's okay, Monica. Nothing to thank for us. We really appreciate what you've made for us. Okay, I can't help but catch Yuri muttering under her breath after she says this. I can do this. I can do this. Yeah, I love it here. We're good to spread this cozy little place to other people. Yeah, it's all good, Monica. Alright. I stand up and grab my bag. While I'm certainly not as enthusiastic as Monica or Sayori about the festival, if I can pull that little daydream stunt again, I think I'll be alright. It's time for this. It's for the sake of the club, not to mention impressing the girls. Once I'm fully packed up, I walk over to Sayori. Ready to go? Yep. Jeez, don't you ever get tired of always walking home with Lorenzo, Sayori? Hey, what's that supposed to mean? Oh, don't mind her. You guys are more adorable than anything. Alright. No need to make such a big deal about it. It must be a little nice though. Yeah, I guess. Oh, jeez. Let's just go already, Sayori. Okay. Oh my gosh. The two of us begin to walk home. A lot has changed in the past few days. Lost in thought, I don't even notice how quiet Sayori's being until we're almost back home. There's a lot going on in the club now, huh? I bet you're thinking about all your new vice president duties that you'll have to deal with when the club grows bigger. And yeah. Anything specific on your mind? Not really. Sorry, did you want to talk? I mean, we don't have to if you're thinking about stuff. Oh no. It's nice talking to you. I was thinking about something from earlier. It's nice that we, never mind, it's nothing. You're sounding a little like Yuri right now. Oh yeah? Well, I guess I just have a question for you, Lorenzo. What's up? Sayori clears her throat before speaking. So let's just say that one day Yuri asked to walk home with you. Okay, this is it. So let's just say that one day Yuri asked to walk home with you. Huh? What would you do? What kind of question is that? You're kind of putting me on the spot here. Okay. Choose the right answer. I would walk home with Yuri. Well, I would still walk home with Sayori. Sayori still. I would still walk home with Sayori. Oh, Sayori. I'd walk with you, of course. Sayori pauses for a moment. Eh? She glances at me from the side before turning away. But she's so beautiful and smart. Jeez. Why me? Her reply surprises me, and I'm not sure how to answer or what she wants to hear. I already see her in the club every day. Besides, you always seem to really like going home together. I wouldn't just ruin that for you. You're so silly, Lorenzo. She gives me a pained smile. You think about me too much sometimes. Yuri would deserve it if she wanted it, so... Sayori, I've already made up my mind. I really can't figure you... I really can't figure you out sometimes. Sorry. Besides, like I said, I've enjoyed catching up with you again. Why would I just change that for another girl? Walking home with you and talking about just anything is a great throwback. She doesn't seem as happy as I'd have imagined. I mean, both our childhoods were pleasant. Strange. The conversation trails off. It's kind of weird. It's kind of a weird thing for her to care so much about, but I want to respect her and keep her happy too. Oh, why do I have this nervous feeling? Oh my gosh. Sayori and I part ways without saying another word. I reach to my house and open the door. I'm home. No response. I'm alone as usual. I mumble that part to myself. Talking to myself as if I'm the protagonist of a manga or a game. I must be going crazy. Wait, what? I must be going stir crazy. Mom is still out on her business trip. She's never home anymore. I miss her. But I don't blame her for anything. It's hard enough providing for yourself, let alone a kid. Since I'm alone, I decided to make an instant meal for dinner. Digging through my cabinets, I find some old soup cups. Miso soup sounds good. I unwrap the packaging, pour in some water, and place the meal in the microwave. While it cooks, my mind wanders back to my performance earlier. The daydream was so vivid, so realistic. Can I really pull off that performance again? But this time in front of a crowd? It wasn't even that great in the first place. Just doing it in front of the girls was nerve-wracking. Guess I'm not really used to being around people again. Maybe that's it. Thinking about it, I guess I've kind of been subconsciously isolating myself from people ever since the divorce. Before it even, in some cases, I wonder when I started shunning myself. Maybe that's part of why Sayori and I drifted apart over the past few years. It wasn't intentional or anything, it just happened. At least, I don't think it was intentional, but I'm glad I got to reconnect with her in the literature club. It's given me something to do, something to look forward to that isn't anime or video games. Talking with the girls has made me feel more appreciated. It's a nice feeling, something that's been missing from me ever since the divorce. Maybe that's why Sayori likes walking home with me. It makes her feel appreciated. Sayori. The more I think about it, the more concerned I get for the more concerned for her I get. Oh, that is very true. Sayori. Oh my gosh, what's gonna happen? She said some pretty weird stuff, but I guess people just have their off days. Maybe she's just changed a little bit over the years. Pretty normal, right? I like to think I'd be able to tell if something was up with her, although given our recent distance, I'm not so sure. Sure, we started talking again, but there's a lot of lost time. Maybe that'll change and we'll go back to how we used to. Beep. I hope. I'm a little concerned still. Oh gosh, poem time. Okay. Okay, here we go again. Poem time. I'm gonna do it for Sayori. Let's keep doing this. I gotta get 11. Passion. 1. Dream. Wrong 1. Sadness. 2. Disaster. Nope. I got 2. Cry. No, wait. Forgive. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. 11. 12. 13. Dang it. 13. 14. 15. There it is. Get one more for her. Oh, nope, wrong one. Okay, I got enough. Okay. Oh no, what's going on? Oh man. I'm the last one here. Oh, don't worry about it. Everyone's late from time to time. Besides, you've been working hard, so I think you deserve some slack. I guess so. I'm usually pretty punctual. Wait, what? Punctual? But I just lost track of the time today. What made you forget the time? It's a funny story actually. I recently decided to learn how to play piano, so I was just practicing just now. That's probably why I didn't notice the school bell going off. You can play the piano, that's quite impressive. I've always wanted to play an instrument myself. It's not as cool as you make it out to be. I've only been playing for a little while, so I've still got ways to go before I'm any good. You should pick up an instrument too, Yuri. I could definitely see you playing the violin. That's pretty much suits Yuri perfectly. Oh, the violin is a beautiful instrument. I'm partial to the sound of the flute as well. Flute can be calm and elegant just like you. Oh, thank you. How's it like to play the piano? It's really an enjoyable instrument to play. Not to mention, I really love how it sounds. One moment It can sound gentle and soothing, and next powerful and full of force. The piano's an instrument that I'm familiar with too. Well, at least somewhat. My father had signed me up for a piano lesson when I was younger. I play piano. I do just a little bit. He'd been playing it since high school and wanted to pass his passion down to me. But I never really got into it, considering that you'd think that I would hate piano. But for some reason, I find myself internally cheering on Monica. Maybe because it reminds me of my father in a way. Monica, you certainly are a talented individual. First starting your own club from the ground up and now picking up piano on a whim. I doubt I'd be able to do that. Oh, don't say that. Anyone can do amazing things as long as they have a passion for it. Which is why I think we're all going to do amazing. We're going to do amazing at the festival. I can't wait for the festival. It's going to be awesome. Ask you, were you just protesting the festival yesterday? Well, obviously, I mean everything besides our part of the festival. I still don't like the idea of performing. Monica rolls her eyes. I don't want to start this whole debate over again either, but I'm looking forward to everything else. It's a whole day of school where you can just run around and eat till you burst. I can see the eagerness in Natsuki's eyes. She must really like food. That reminds me of a certain someone. Speaking of which, where's Sayori? Oh, there you are. Sayori's sitting at the desk in the back of the room, staring out the window. Oh my gosh, not this again. I walk over to her. As I do, I hear the girls continue a conversation behind me. Something about squid. This is a bit different. Yeah, this is a bit different. This is a bit different because they talk about squid, right? That like Natsuki likes the squid. Okay. This is different. Hey, Sayori. I wave my hand in front of her face. Eh? You're spacing out again. Ah, sorry. Don't mind me. You can go talk to everyone else. Huh? Are you okay? She forces a smile. It's not very convincing. Of course I am, silly. Why wouldn't I be? I don't know. You seem a bit off today. Maybe I'm wrong, but my mind wanders back to what she asked me as we were walking home together. You worry too much, Lorenzo. I'm fine. Seriously. Oh my gosh, I'm so scared. Why? She shows me another smile, much bigger and more genuine. While it seems much more Sayori-like, there's still something inside me that feels like something's up. Sayori must notice as she hastens to explain. To tell you the truth, I just didn't get much sleep last night. I'm really tired, so sorry if I'm a little cranky. Seriously though, I'm probably not much fun to hang around with right now. Why do you wait, what? Why don't you spend some time with the others? I might try and have a little nap. Sure, okay, but know that if anything's bothering you, you can talk to me, okay? I hate to see you suffering in silence. She nods. Suffering might be a little strong of a word. Well, you know what I mean. Sayori nods again, then shoos me away. As I wander off to Monica, the feeling of uneasiness isn't going away. Maybe that's just how Sayori is these days. Oh my gosh, I thought this was like a different mod. It's supposed to be good, right? Right? Sayori, what are you doing to me? Okay, calm down, Lola. You got this. I mean, it's been a good few years since we've probably hung out together. Maybe she's changed. Deep down, I know this isn't the reason still. Still, maybe Monica knows more than I do. After all, she's the president, right? I timidly approach her. She's shuffling through some papers at her desk. Lorenzo, what's up? I decide to jump right in. There's no point beating around the bush. Hey, so have you noticed anything wrong with Sayori recently? Wrong? What do you mean? I don't know. It's just she seems a little downcast today. Did you have an idea why she might be feeling off? Like, have you seen her act this way before? No, I can't say I've ever seen her like this before. Yeah. She says she's just feeling tired because she didn't get much sleep. But to be honest, I'm not buying it. She's normally upbeat and cheerful. Her behavior has been so uncharacteristic. Monica peers across the room at Sayori, who is utterly dragging a rubber eraser up and down her cheek. What, she's just like an eraser? Wait, didn't she say she was going to try and nap? Maybe there's something on her mind. My questioning though is, why are you asking me, Lorenzo? You've certainly known her longer than I have. Yeah, well, you spent more time around her recently than I have with the club and all. I guess so, but I've never seen her dismiss me. Maybe she didn't exactly dismiss me, but I feel like she just wanted me to gone. Sorry, I'm just concerned for her, you know? I just wanted to ask if you knew anything, that's all. No. I appreciate you coming to me. It's really sweet how concerned you are for her. After all, it's important to me too. I mean, I'm also friends with her. And I also care about the well-being of my club members, you know? Maybe I'll try talking to her myself. Are you sure that's a good idea? She seemed like she wanted to be left alone. Are you sure? I know you've known Sayori for longer than I have, so perhaps you're right. Still, it's worth a try. I also have to talk to her about what she wants to do for the festival anyway. Oh, alright, fair enough. Then I just hope she's more receptive to you than she is with me. I'm thinking, is this the part when she leaves home and then I gotta choose? I wanna go choose. Oh my gosh. Monica pauses, studying my worried facial expression. The warmth of her smile reflects in my eyes. You really care about her, don't you? From what I can gather, you've been friends for a while. Yeah, we've been childhood friends for as long as I can remember. Although before I joined the club, we had been drifting a lot. I'd hate thinking that she's been like this before without me around to help her. Yeah, I know it's hard, Lorenzo. It's never easy seeing a friend suffer. But for what it's worth, she's lucky to have someone so thoughtful looking out for her. Don't blame yourself for it. You can't always be there for everyone. I know she's right, but the feeling of guilt still resides. That's legit what I feel. Yeah, I guess. Hey, she's been a lot happier since you joined the club, you know? Really? Yeah, she told me she was kind of surprised at first, as she didn't expect you to want to join. But once she got over that, she enjoyed having you around. Anyway, I know it's hard seeing her like this. I'll talk to her and see what I can do, okay? She'll be fine, don't you worry. I sure hope so. I just hope you're right, Monica. Thank you for everything, by the way. You've been a big help. You're too kind, Lorenzo. Nothing to thank me for. She stands up from her desk and walks across the room where Sayori is sitting. I watch her kneel down next to Sayori and gently talk to her, but she's keeping her voice so quiet. I sigh and sit myself down. I know Sayori told me not to worry about her and to have fun with everyone else, but that's impossible to do when she's behaving like this. There's nothing I can do besides wait for Monica to talk to her. Okay, everyone. After some time passes, Monica calls out to the club room. Why don't we share our poems now? Before I know it, everything's back to normal. Everyone goes to retrieve their poems. I do the same. I make eye contact with Monica and she smiles reassuring at me. I wonder what she was talking about with Sayori. Whom should I show my poem to first? Sayori. I like this one a lot, Lorenzo. It's probably your best one so far. Oh well, thanks. I had a feeling you liked this one in particular. Why is that? Well, I was thinking of things you like while I was writing it. Really? Yeah, I think I connect the most with your writing style. I'm honestly a little surprised. I thought you would prefer the others. Why? My poetry is nothing special, Lorenzo. Look at Yuri, for example. Her style is way more sophisticated, and Natsuki's is so bouncy and effective. Hey, don't say that just because your style is different. Doesn't mean it's bad or anything. Your style is unique. Your poems have a really nice sense of innocence and nostalgia to them. I mean, you managed to make me feel nostalgic about a memory I've never actually experienced with your Dear Sunshine poem. It made me think of happier times from my childhood, and I really like that. It made you happy? Yeah, your poems put a smile on my face, Sayori. The other girls' poems are great, don't get me wrong, but like I said, I connect the most with yours. I hope that cheers you up a little bit. For just a moment, the vacant look of melancholy that's been plaguing her face disappears as she smiles a genuine. That's so good. I'm happy. Okay, I'm still scared, but happy. That's a little bit better. Thank you, Lorenzo. That means more than you can imagine. Am I starting to get through to her? Am I starting to get through her? Maybe now's the best time to ask what's on her mind. By the way, Sayori, I've been meaning to ask you. but pessimistic thoughts suddenly flood my mind. What if she doesn't feel comfortable talking about it right now? Sayori would probably approach me herself with the concerns if she felt comfortable doing so. After all, everyone has their off days, right? I guess it's only normal for her to act a little different from time to time. I don't want to come across as pushy or demanding, even though I am concerned for her. With a heavy sigh, I changed what I was originally going to ask. Have you thought about what you want to do for the festival? Monica said we'd be doing a variety of things for it, such as decorations and posters, advertisements. Judging by the relief of Sayori's face, I'm guessing she intentionally expected me to probe her further on her behavior. It's funny you mentioned that. She said she was going to discuss that with everyone today after we showed our poems. Well, I'm a real sidekick, aren't I? A real sidekick? Oh my gosh, I need to calm down. Sayori, what are you doing to me? I can't. A psychic. It means someone who can read minds and see into the future. Oh, what am I thinking of then? Breakfast? She sticks her tongue out at me. And just like that, the playful banter and light-hearted teasing is back. Maybe I've just been worrying too much. It looks like she's feeling a bit better, right? Right? Question mark. Well, I guess I can show you my poem now. Okay, this is a long poem. Let's read it. Fairy tale: in a kingdom far, far away, there was a castle. In the castle, there was a wish. The wish came to be long, long ago. She was made to be an angel, but I wasn't an angel. I was just a wish to make everyone happy. I took on their burdens and did what I could. I kept safe their dreams like a guardian should. The seeds from my efforts then spread far and wide. I fed them with the power I found deep inside. People liked me when I made things right, but they got used to it and stopped believing so much. I watched the children played and felt sad, but I was happy too. I really was. It truly was enough to be the fairy godmother, then one everyone depended on and trusted. But the time kept on passing as I gave my all. I had nothing left and I could not stand tall. But I kept going on as I always done, a soldier in battle with nowhere to run. Even wishes get tired too. Once everyone was happy, my job was done. But what came after? I could see darkness on the horizon. But make it go away. When everything's big and bright, what more can anyone wish for? Nobody knew how long it would keep up. But they kept living happily ever after. So what did you think? Wow, Sayori, I had no idea you could write like this. This is something else. Have the others seen this? No, not yet. You're the first one I've shown it to. One an honor? Wait, what an honor? So what's this one about? From what I can gather, it's about someone who tries to keep everyone happy, right? She nods. And people like that, but eventually they kind of got used to it. That's okay, because at least they were still happy. And this person, the kingdom's wish, even she gets a little tired from time to time, but as long as everyone's happy, that's her job. She's happy when the others are happy. That's the most important thing. I look back at the poem, trying to pick up more subtle meanings, but surely the angel doesn't have to be alone. People don't have to depend on just her to be happy. Surely the angel could share the responsibility, right? I don't know, maybe I'm just looking into it a bit much. I just feel kind of sorry for her. I blink. Am I seriously empathizing with a fictional angel? Maybe I'm really getting into this poetry thing. I'm glad my poems can get such a reaction out of you, Lorenzo. I really put a lot of thought into this one last night, and you seem to pick up on it. With the uncomfortable dawn of realization, it's become quite clear how this poem relates to Sayori. I'm not going to have much luck questioning that thought. Oh, that though. Well, I hope the angel finds happiness soon. Maybe she should share her burdens with other people. She just might be surprised at how receptive the people of the kingdom are. But then they would be sad. They would be They would be selfish. Or maybe they'll be happy to give something back to their angel. After all, she was keeping them happy. It's only fair to get to give something back, right? A shake of the head and a sad smile is my only response. Interesting. All right, let's continue. Let's continue. One's all right. All right. Yeah, it's about average. Not amazing, but not terrible. Well, I'm at least trying. I never said you weren't. This isn't just my style. All right, nothing wrong with that. People have their opinions. Yep. Your poems are kind of like decent. I guess in the word, it feels like there's potential in them, but it's just not. Excuse me. Stop short of it. Well, any tips to finally reach this potential you keep talking about? Coming to the appropriate tips, aren't you? Alright, I'll help you out this time. Natsuki examines my poem once more. Alright, I think I know what the problem is. It's your language. It's mediocre. Wait, what? Mediocre, yeah. My language? Like the words you use, there's nothing really special about them. They're just average words. I think you should use some softer words, like my poems. So I should start writing like you, is that what you're saying? Well, my poems are the best. Seeing Natsuki is so proud of her own work, I can't help but smile. Alright, Natsuki, whatever you say. Let's see your poem. Oh yeah, here. Something happy, cookies and cream and my own happy place, fresh and warm sunshine and a breeze on my face. These are things that happiness means. Just fold laundry, hot from the dryer, lift up my spirits so they can't grow much higher. Puppies and kittens and cute bunnies too, all coated up with small barks, squeaks, and mews. These are the things that make me beam. Sleeping in a big soft bed, listening to the rain, pit-pat overhead, talking with friends and laughing aloud, all worries now gone and playing around. These are the things that fill my dreams, but sometimes happiness is hard to find. I know darkness lingers in everyone too, and some people feel the internal blues. So here's a poem from me to you. Please know that people are all alike. If we stick together, we'll be alright. Let's talk and laugh about happy things and find the joy that true friends can bring. Yeah, you know what this poem's about, right? You wrote it for Yuri, right? I wouldn't say, well actually, yeah. I wrote it after seeing how much effort Yuri is putting into changing. I mean, it's only fair that the poem she wrote for me, right? Well, not for me, but don't worry, I know what you mean. Anyways, I guess that's that I was, you were, shut up. I was childish, alright? I just always get caught up in the moment. It's hard for me to let go of that sort of stuff. But yeah, after writing 2 negative poems, a positive poem was pretty refreshing. I do like the feel of this poem. It really is something happy. Yeah, I mean, I was feeling happy when I was writing, so naturally the mood would be happy. The ending is a bit bittersweet though. Yeah, about that. Well, I was thinking that Yuri probably has problems that I don't know about. I mean, all people. Whoa. Well, I was thinking that Yuri probably has problems that I don't know about, okay? I mean, all people do, right? So I guess the message at the end was that even if we have problems and even if we're feeling sad, if we look toward our friends, we can find happiness. You know, joy and solidarity and stuff. Solidarity, huh? That's a very Yuri-ish word. Well, I was thinking about what Yuri would call it so, and I'm not dumb, you know. I don't know big words. Same. I just consciously decide not to use them. Alright, I get you. I think Yuri will appreciate your poem though. Ah, she better. Yuri glances over at me but turns quickly. Okay, perhaps she wants to be left alone for now. I'll let her come to me if she changes her mind. Okay, Monica. Hi, Lorenzo. I approach Monica wanting to talk about Sayori with her some more, okay? But she takes control of the conversation before I can say anything and immediately jumps into the club business. This might come as a surprise, but we have a festival coming up soon. Oh well, I would have never suggested. Oh, guest. Said guest. Have you thought about what you want to submit to perform? What? Oh, what I'm gonna submit, okay. Well, being in this club is one thing, but performing in front of a bunch of people, I'll give it some more thought. Despite any praise the girls might have given me, I really doubt that my poetry is up to snuff, okay? I'm sure that there's not just a little bias during the poetry discussions. Okay, no pressure. But whatever you do, I'm sure it'll turn out great. You know, you wouldn't want to let down the club, right? She says it with a teasing tone, but a chill runs down my spine when I think about the implications of disappointing everyone. Who knows what Monica would do to me if I betrayed her as her loyal literature club subject. Not to mention, I'm also looking forward to seeing your performance. Right. That's definitely not something that I can relate to. Don't worry so much, you do fine. After all, you've been doing fine in these poetry discussions so far, so you say. Anyway, let's take a look at today's poem. Here it is. I let Monica take a look. Wait, take the poem I'm holding in my hands, but although we're supposed to be discussing poetry right now, I can't help but remain preoccupied by thoughts of Sayori. I want to talk about that. I want to see what's going on. I'm worried about her, to say at least. It's such an unexpected change to come over her. Did something happen to her, Lorenzo? Huh? Sorry, did you just call my name? Yeah, twice actually. You seem like you're a million miles away. What's up? I was just thinking about whatever happened to Sayori. So sorry if I wasn't paying attention. It's fine, Lorenzo, I understand. For what it's worth, you're a good friend for caring so much about her. Thanks, I just hope things can go back to normal soon. Well, my advice to you would be to let her come to you on her own. She'll talk if she wants to talk. I think that you should respect her boundaries. You're right, I appreciate the advice, by the way. Of course, I'm always willing to lend a sympathetic ear if you need one. Today might not be the happiest of the days for the club, but that's alright. Not every day will be happy. We all pull through this. We'll all pull through this together. I hope so. I feel like I shouldn't be going about the club. I feel like I shouldn't be going about the club normally, but I think that Sayori probably needs some normalcy right now. So in the end, I tried to get the poem sharing back on track. Anyways, since we're supposed to be sharing poems right now, I almost forgot about it myself. So President I am, huh? Monica quickly rips out her pristine composition notebook. Here's my poem then, alright? Thanks. The box, part 2. On my nightstand sits an ornate box. What? I'm gonna just go through this quickly. What? Wait, what? She neither smiles nor frowns, a permanent look of a blank composure painted on her facade. She danced for my amusement, and yet I am ended by amusement. The room spins around me, vertigo. I want answers, but she gives me none. I slam the box closed, and yet the room still spins. My skin proclaims, is that all it's meant to be? Is that the meaning she is supposed to, derive? Is this the sole purpose of her existence? And then her skin cracks, shattering. What is that supposed to mean? You know, I feel like looking for answers and contemplating your reality are the sort of things that give life meaning. Not to get too philosophical or anything, but it was kind of on my mind, so that's what I wrote about. I see. I never really put much thought into it. In a way, it's almost the paradoxical. Okay? Because if we had the answers, wouldn't the world start to lose its meaning? You know, there's one thing I noticed. It seems like everyone in this club prefers writing about things that are more sad than happy. How fitting, somber subjects for a somber day. Are you surprised? A little bit, yeah. I mean, if everything was okay, we wouldn't have to have anything to write about, would we? Humans aren't one-dimensional creatures. That's what makes people so interesting. You might think that it would be better if everyone was happy and uncomplicated all the time, but how would we know what happiness was if it weren't for the saddest to compare to it? I guess that's true. But even so, I'd rather not see my friends so troubled. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Do you ever feel discouraged when something you put a lot of time into doesn't get as much attention as you thought it would? For instance, you could have spent hours and hours on a poem, only to have your friends barely glance at it when you show it to them. It might make you feel like you're doing anything anymore is useless. Okay, And the sad truth is, the world is so saturated with creative works already that most people won't receive any attention, at least relative to the most popular artists and authors. There's actually not much that you can do in this situation besides try your best. However, you also shouldn't think of things in terms of popularity and number of views. The most important thing you should be your own personal self-satisfaction. That is a good tip, honestly. If you're proud of yourself and your work, then I say that's enough success. Good job, Cactus. That's what the most depressing writing tip. That was the most depressing writing tip of the day ever. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Okay, everyone, we're all done sharing poems, right? In which case, let's start figuring out what we're all gonna do for the festival. Oh, you still remembered. I'll pretend that I didn't hear that. Anyways, as I was saying, well, I already know what I'm doing. That's right, Natsuki will be making her specialty cupcakes. But we might need a lot of them and different flavors. Can you handle that all by yourself, Natsuki? Challenge accepted. And as for myself, I'm going to be printing and assembling all the poetry pamphlets. Sayori, you mentioned goodie bags earlier, if I remember correctly. You see, this is a little bit different from the real one, because I don't think there was an option where you're with Sayori, or like you know anything about her, what she's gonna do for the festival. Yep, I want to make some goodie bags for everyone and put in little quotes, bookmarks, and candies. That is like amazing. Ah yes, that was it. Great idea. People will love that. Okay. Indeed, we're glad you're helping, Sayori. Oh, you guys, it's something special. The cupcakes sound amazing, though. Of course, because I'll be making them. We all share a collective laugh. How about you, Yuri? Ideally, I like to do something that could enhance the atmosphere of our performances. I like to experiment with some aromatherapy as well, if that's okay with you. Of course, that's fine. I'm excited to see what you can come up with. You've also got beautiful handwriting, so perhaps something that involves that. Yuri ponders for a moment. How about banners and decorations? It's funny that you mentioned it. I was about to say that myself. Well, great minds think alike, right? She shares a laugh with Yuri and turns to me. Anyway, that just leaves you, Lorenzo, the only club member who's useless. Don't say that. Wait, did I just say that? Oh, that's me. I said that to myself. In fact, it looks like all of us have a lot of work to do for the festival. I'm pretty sure I speak for everyone when I say that some help would be much appreciated. And so, it's basically a choice between who to spend my weekend with. Why do I suddenly feel so nervous? I suppose I can use a bit help. Not that I really need it, but if you want to help bake stuff, I could always just have you do some dirty work. But if you help, you better not sneak a cupcake to eat. Natsuki, I doubt Lorenzo will want to help you if you make... Wait, what? If you make him out to be a burden. If you don't need any help, I believe he'd be better off assisting someone else. Well, that's up to him to decide. Maybe he likes baking. Have you ever thought of that? Besides, how hard could making decorations be anyway? It's not as tough. I'm only speaking for myself. Monica and Sayori would likely be appreciative of help as well. Okay. And not that it really matters, but decorating requires a lot of creativity and Yuri, I don't know what you're talking, meticulous work. Yuri with those big words. So does baking. You never baked a day in your life. How could you possibly know? You're out there bickering. I can't help but notice that Sayori hasn't said a word. Does she not want me to help her? Or am I just overthinking this? It's impossible to think properly with the arguing going on. Guys, let's settle for a moment. In the end, it's like Natsuki said, Lorenzo's the only one who gets to decide how he'd like to contribute. There's no need to argue over him like he's the last boy on earth. I think it's fair to say that each of us have plenty of work to do. This has nothing to do with him being a boy. I agree, we're merely discussing our workloads. Looks like Monica has united Natsuki and Yuri with a common enemy. Sorry. I was just saying though, geez, can't we just move on already? Alright, moving along. Lorenzo, are you okay with this, right? In the end, it's up to you. Of course. Very well. Sayori? In that case, everyone look straight at me. What? Varying expressions playing on their faces. But of course, I'm going to go with... Okay, in the real game, you couldn't choose Sayori. I'm gonna go with Sayori. Okay, I'm gonna go with you. Let's... I hope for the best. Hey Sayori, it's been a while since we've hung out together, has it? It'll be a lot of fun making these goodie bags, I reckon. Mind if I give you a hand with them? She doesn't look quite as happy as I hoped she would. Oh my gosh, my heart! Are you sure? I wouldn't want to bore you. Plus, it really isn't that much work. The others have a lot more to do, so I'm sure they'll get more out of your help than I would. I exchange looks with you. Oh my. I exchange looks with Yuri, Natsuki, and Monica. None of us really know how to react. It's okay, Sayori. Really, it's no problem. I work well alone. It wouldn't cause any hassle. Yeah, relax. I baked loads of cupcakes before, remember? This will be a walk in the park. Sayori, no matter who he picks, the outcome would be pretty much the same. We've all got work to do. Our tasks are all equally important in making sure the festival runs smoothly. Don't feel bad about it. Lorenzo chose you himself. It's what he wants to do. Besides, it's good that he's going to be with you because we need someone who can keep you from eating all the candies. Oh, hey. Kidding. Seriously, enjoy yourself, guys. You two will have a lot of fun. I can sense it. Sayori still doesn't look overly convinced, but she smiles and nods at us. Oh, gosh. I'm a little scared, but I'll do my best. I'm really that much of a burden to work with? No, Lorenzo. Don't think like that. It's just because she's got something bothering her, that's all. Oh my gosh, Sayori, what are you doing to me, please? Can't you see that I love you? Okay, well, that's settled then. Everyone knows what they're doing, and Lorenzo is going to be helping Sayori. I think that everything's sorted then. I'll see everyone on Monday, and don't forget to practice your poems. It'll be fun, guys, I promise. I'm scared. Natsuki rolls her eyes as she leaves the classroom, Yuri and Monica in tow. As she passes by the door, Monica turns to us. Take care of yourself, Sayori. She gives her a gentle smile. Don't worry, I'm fine. Oh my gosh, when a girl says she's fine, she's not fine. I'm curious, but it's best not to ask. Their business after all. Ready to walk home again? Sure, let's go. Oh my gosh, Doki. So I was thinking about tomorrow. We'll probably have to head to town to grab the supplies for the goodie bags. Is that okay with you? That's fine. What time should I meet you and where? We can meet at my place. Also, seeing as we have a lot of work to do, let's make it bright and early. I know we have a big day ahead of us, but could we not make it too early? So a bit lazy, I see. She doesn't smile at the lighthearted jab. Strange, I thought she'd bounce off and off it and call me a meanie or stick her tongue out. But the look on her face. No, it's just I guess I'm just not a early riser. No worries. I guess if we both got on with it, we could get everything finished earlier than I imagined. Would 11 a.m. be okay? Yeah, I can work with that. Guess it means I get a lie-in as well. Thank you. Anyway, there's a few shops we can go into town. I think we'll need to go to the arts and crafts store along with the sweet ones. Yeah, sounds good to me. You have my number, right? Just text me if there's any changes to our plans. Otherwise, I'll see you on Sunday at 11. Okay. We turn to walk off to our houses. Oh, and Lorenzo? Yeah? I'm sorry about how I've been acting today. I promise you I'll be fine tomorrow. Today has been a strange day. Just when I thought I was getting closer with Sayori, it makes me think, are any of the other girls harboring some sort of hidden side to them? Who knows? Okay, everyone, I'm going to have to save the game now. That is almost 2 hours of full gameplay. I'm gonna have to save it right now, and we're gonna come back with part 3 later to see how my day goes with Sayori. I'm very nervous, guys. I hope I'm doing everything right. Oh, I'm so nervous. All right, that is it, everyone. 2:57 a.m. for me right now. I've been up, just wanted to play. But that's it, guys. Until next video, guys, I will see y'all soon. Like and subscribe. I will see y'all later.